Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another live stream by the Option School. I'm your friend Pradeep Singla. And here we talk about option trading strategies, and adjustments. And let us analyze what kind of expiry we can expect tomorrow on Nifty based on data, and why it can be extremely volatile expiry. Now, here I was just going through some of the data sheets. From one of the data sheets, I found something which is very, very abnormal. Now, since this is very abnormal, chances are that, okay, it can be a very volatile expiry. I really do not know. So all of you can let me know what do you think about that. I'm going to show you that data in the second half of the video. In the first half of the video, we will be doing our normal expiry analysis, and after that, something really interesting I'll show you, based on which we really need to think that whether the expiry will be extremely volatile tomorrow, or it will be a normal expiry. But based on that data, based on whatever we understand, I think it seems to be a extremely volatile expiry. Right, let's see that, and please confirm if my voice is audible so that we can start with the video. And all of you who are new to this channel, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And while you are clicking on that subscribe button, do not forget to click on that bell icon, so that whenever we are uploading a video, whenever we are doing a live stream, you get a notification. And most of the times we are doing a live stream at 9 p.m. on most of the working days. Right? Thanks, Mr. Modi. Thanks, Mr. JP. Thanks, Mr. Rakshit, for confirming that the voice is audible. So all of you who are new, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. And all of you who are already part of our family, you know which button to click. We need to click that like button even before we start the video. Right? I'm waiting for all of you to click that like button. Right? What Mr. AB is saying, even I feel it will be volatile, and most probably it will tank down. Let's see. Um, you see, there are two things. One is what data is speaking, and second thing is what is our gut feeling. So most of the time, gut feelings may not work, and data is something which we need to see. Right? Mirror image 82 watching 28. Okay, things mirror has changed, Mr. JP, slightly. Okay, let us start. Thanks for all of you who have been kind enough, support enough to click on the likes even before seeing the video. And for rest of you, I will request, as we progress, you can click on that. Right? Mr. Modi says right now Dow is almost 400 points up. That can be difficult to handle in case it continues like that tomorrow also. Let's see. So what happened in markets today? Not an easy day, although initially it looked to be a flat day, and then we were expecting that, okay, the Senate election results will come. Nothing materialized on that front, and ultimately markets were of their own. And if you see by our own standards, it was definitely a volatile day, because high minus low is more than 200 points. It's almost 205 points. Market opened at 14 to 40, which was slightly positive, when it opened. From there, it started tanking down, and maybe at around 1 o'clock. What I see that 1 to 1:30 is when markets generally make their bottom. But today it went up, even up to almost 14:30, and it stayed negative. Went down up to 14,039. So from the low levels, from these low levels, it recovered almost 107 points and closed at 14,146. So even open and close, the difference is almost 100 points by any standards. Yes, definitely it was a volatile day. And if high versus low is more than 200 points, then also it's a volatile day. But only thing is, most of the Indian traders, definitely most of us, welcomed this day, because I think after so many sessions we have find that, okay, market at least not going up. It has not gone down substantially, although I would love, based on my trades, I would love markets to be at 14,039 only. But still 14,146 is still okay. right? So that way, yesterday's closing, I remember it was almost 14,200, which basically market went up in the last half an hour. But today there is a bit of recovery. If you see in last half an hour, there is a bit of recovery from days lows, but it's not that okay. Markets after so many days has given a negative closing, which is definitely welcomed by most of us. Yes or no? Please write. So Mr. Gunjan is saying both seats won by Democrat. It seems, yeah. So that was one of the things. I think there are certain ballots, postal ballots, which they are going to accept even few days from now also. So whether it's a declared result or not, that we need to see. And Mr. Ram KV says that FI sold first time after 14 November. Yes, that's also an interesting data. Today in cash, both FIs and DIs have sold, right? So Satish Babu says, Mr. Rajiv says, yes, waiting for some. So most of the traders obviously were waiting for fall, because the kind of up move we have seen in markets was very, very unbreakable, very, very continuous in those kind of, and very, very illogical also in those kind of environments. Obviously, most of the traders will have trades which would really, really cry for a fall in the market, which markets so far has not given. Now, tomorrow's expiry is there, and definitely many traders will feel happy in case we get a lower expiry. But whether those things will happen or not, let us try to analyze. One first analysis will be from option chain, and second I'll show you some other data, and I leave it to you for the interpretation. Right? Let us go ahead and go with what the data as of now on end of the day for Nifty is. Okay, where is Nifty ended? 14,146. So we can say 14,150 is the at the money position, right? So 14,150 is sort of at the money, 14,146, 14,150. And if you see the straddle premium, it is 57 rupees on call side, and roughly 61, 62 rupees on put side. So around 100 and 50 plus 60, 110, and another 6 7 rupees, 116, 117 rupees, 118 rupees in the in the straddle. That means 118 points up, 120 points down. So 14,150 plus 120 is around 14,250, 270. That is the level. So 14,300 extreme, we can say 14,300 is the upper limit. And if I subtract 120 rupees from 14,150, it gives me a level of 1430, or you can say around 14,000, right? On downside, 14,000, on upside 14,300, which is a big range because premium available is also pretty handsome, 120 rupees. So 120 plus 120 means almost 240 rupees. So 120 rupees on any side based on this premium. Why we calculate this way? Because most of the traders definitely think when they are leaving their positions, even if he is a buyer or a seller at this premium, so expectation is that okay, market can move up to these levels. So this is first level, and let us go to the second leg of analysis. Second leg of analysis is where is highest open interest. So if I see highest open interest, you will be surprised to know is at 14,500, which is sort of scary. But since the price is 1.45, most of the time we will expect that okay, this is not the price which option sellers must be looking for. This is not something most of the option sellers must have sold. This must be a strike price which many of the option uh, sellers must have used for hedging their positions. So that is the assumption. But same number of buyers, same number of sellers are always there at any strike price. So if I ignore this for a moment, so I find that okay, the second highest open interest is somewhere around 14,200, and today itself the change in open interest is 23 lakhs. 23 lakh open interest created today only out of almost 50 lakhs. So almost you can say 45% is created today only. So 14,200 should act as a resistance. But if you see the premiums, market should definitely go beyond 14,250, 260, 270. 270 is something I would look forward to. So 14,250 is what straddle premium is saying, 270 is what straddle premium is saying, 14,150 plus 120 rupees. And even if you see the 14,250 call is priced at 17 rupees. So if I add 17 rupees to 14,250, 14,250 plus 17 is 14,267. So 14,270 would be my last level if market wants to do a logical kind of expiry based on whatever data we are seeing right now. So upper extreme should be somewhere around 14,270 to 75, and after that it should definitely go uh, towards downside. And on downside, if you see the highest open interest is this only, again 14,000, right? So if markets are really tanking now, again whenever we are analyzing anything just because of this, just because of data, then obviously you cannot factor in any kind of a news which can come from US or from any other source. So those things are external to these kind of analysis. These kind of analysis basically see that okay, what traders are thinking, what are the trades left open by most of the traders, based on that what are the expectations. But all these expectations can be totally ruined by some good or bad news in the market. So based on data, again I will say 14,000 should act as a very strong support to the market, maybe 17-18 rupees down. So 13,980 should be the bottom. So in case you find markets touching towards 14,000, 13,990, 13,980, that would be a good point to go ahead and create some bullish trades. It can be done for 14th Jan expiry rather than doing it for 7 Jan only. And at any point in time, if we find that okay, markets are giving me a level of 14,260 to 70, then definitely we can consider that okay, at those levels we should go ahead and create some bearish trades, right, based on this data. Now these are the two analyses. Let us see the third one. If I see where is the highest congestion, what is the congestion zone, let me remove a little bit of this ink. Based on highest open interest, if I find, what about 14,200? 14,200, if I take the broad number is 50 lakhs on call side, and on put side let's say 16 lakhs. So 50 plus 16 is around 66 lakhs. At 14,300 it will be much lower than that, 250 much lower than that. What about 14,100? Around 19 to 20 lakhs on call side, and 26 lakhs on put side. So 26 plus 20, 46, whereas on 14,200 it is showing me almost 65, 66 lakhs. So I will say, if this is the data, even in the morning, even at 10 o'clock, anytime during the day, if you find that okay, 14,200 is having highest open interest, if you add call side and put side, you can definitely expect the expiry to be plus minus 20-25 points from that 14,200 level. Similarly, if you find that okay, 14,100 is the level at which combined open interest of call and put is highest, then definitely it would be a case wherein uh, expiry would be very close to 14,100, right? So what Mr. Vipin is saying, global markets will rejoice this. Smaller companies in US will also benefit from this. That is why Russell index is up in contrast to Nasdaq. Reduced OI, Mr. JP is saying at 14,100, 14,000, 13,900 Ps. Yes, OIs have definitely reduced, although still there is a decent amount of premium available on this put side. Uh, what Mr. Vipin is saying, I think he is talking about this US Senate result. This will be good development for Indian markets. We'll see continued momentum of FIs inflows. Today's negative number seems to be just an aberration. That can be anybody's guess, right? I would not like to comment on that. But yes, you see, morning when we find that okay, markets have gone down by almost 130-40 points, that time also uh, there was these numbers were still suggesting that okay, market will really come up, it will not slide down. So that's what happened, and ultimately markets went up only. So there is a kind of a big bullish momentum in markets, no doubt about that, right? So that is there, and we have to take care of our trades based on this kind of a big bullish momentum. So as far as expiry is concerned, definitely based on this data for Nifty, 14,200 looks like a right level based on whatever numbers we are seeing. But please mind it that okay, these numbers will definitely change in the morning. These numbers can based on what, whether there is a gap down or whether there is a gap up in the market, there can be a drastic change in these numbers. What we find that okay, on the day of expiry, there are huge numbers as far as change in open interest is considered, right? So change in open interest is considered. Based on that, this data will also change. Another interesting analysis what I used to do is that okay, if I take an average of highest open interest on 14,200, I am ignoring 14,500. So 14,200 and 14,000, so it gives me an average of around 14,100. But based on change in open interest, if I take the highest number is 14,200 on call side, and on put side if you see, oh, there is all negative. But if I take an absolute number, that is 14,100. So 14,142 gives me 14,150. Previous thing is giving me 14,100 average. So 14,100 and 14,150 average is 14,125. I have seen, even if you calculate the average of highest open interest and calculate the average of highest change in open interest, and then you average it out, that gives you a number for which we should be playing. So as of now, this data is showing we should be playing over 14,125, and markets have closed at 14,146. So as of now, it seems there is a little bit of bearishness still possible in this market. But then it is all dependent on some news. It is all dependent on what kind of global cues we will get. I do not know what SGX Nifty is showing, whether SGX Nifty is, as of now, I've seen it maybe 1 hour before, it was very flattish. And right now, because of a good momentum on Dow Jones, whether it has started showing up move or not, that needs to be seen. But one thing is very clear that okay, what FIs have done today, they are net sellers. DI is also a net seller. That after a long time, we are seeing this kind of a number. But this number we cannot see in isolation. I will show you something really interesting which caught my attention, and which means can tomorrow's expiry be extremely volatile, which we need to see. Thanks, Mr. JP, for confirming. SGX Nifty is plus 13.8. Okay, Mr. Sridharan says Dow Jones have gone up 1.5%. Right. Okay, I'll show you what is the data which I'm talking about, which is giving a signal that okay, markets can be volatile. But after a 5 seconds break, and this 5 seconds break you can use to click on the like buttons. We are really lagging behind the likes. So all of you who are seeing it on mobile, what you can do is you can just close the chat window for a while, click on the like button, and come back to the chat. I'm going to show you something really interesting, and which can be a reason for worry also for tomorrow's expiry. Let's see, and just give me 5 seconds. Okay, thanks for few more likes, but still we have scope of another not less than 100 likes. So please go ahead and encourage us, right? And okay, Mr. Mahendra Chaudhary is saying SGX is up by 50 points. Mr. JP has said plus 13 points. So that means it's already pretty volatile, right? Even the derivatives open position showing net bearish position as on today, Mr. Ram is saying. Let's see. Let me show you some data why I'm thinking that okay, tomorrow's expiry can be volatile. If everything goes by the logic whatever we have discussed, it can be a pretty good expiry. Market closing very close to 14,200. Or if this data changes, then based on the similar way I have done the calculation, you can do that calculation, and we will see that markets are expiring. But another reason to worry, can it be very volatile expiry? Based on some of the data which I have seen, I do feel that okay, it can be really volatile. Why? Now, if I see F&O data for F&I for FIs today, if you see As far as index future is concerned, they are negative 295 crores, which is okay, right? Which gels with whatever has happened in the market. But if you see FI index option data, I am really surprised and worried. Net purchase is 8077. Oof, that is a very big number. I have never seen such a big number of buying of index options. Again, we are seeing only FI data, we are seeing only index options. So, index option, if buying of almost 8100 crore, that is definitely, as far as my understanding goes, that means they have really purchased either a lot of calls or a lot of puts. And if they are buying it, obviously, chances are that market, they are having deep pockets, so they will try to push markets to certain levels. And since they have already purchased a lot of options, that can be really dicey. So this 8,000, I'll show you what is the kind of magnitude. If you see for the whole month so far for the January, the total is only 8456, and most of the time they are positive. Only one day. So these 3 days get nullified almost by themselves, and overall for the month, whatever is their numbers is 8456. But 8,000 crores in a day is a huge number. If I show you some other data, let me show you what they have done in previous months, and I'm showing you only monthly data, but I have gone through daily data also. I couldn't find even a single day in last 6 months when this kind of option buying has been done by FIs. That is, I do not know. So tomorrow it will become very clear. Most of the times, what we have seen is that on Thursday, on the expiry day, this number is big, but not that big. This number is generally 2,000 crores, 3,000 crores, and in a rare case it will touch 5,000 crore. But on Wednesday, this number, I have not seen it to be such a big number. Never ever, at least in last 6 months. Today also, I analyzed last 6 months. This number nowhere was this big. And if I show you the monthly data of FI index option buying and selling, see here. If we see for the December, for the whole December month, although they were buying left, right, and center, but for option data it was only 19,000 or 20,000. So today's number is 8,000. Monthly number is 20,000, whereas a single day number is 8077. If you see November, for the whole month it's 14,500. October it is 12,000. September is 19,000. August it's 12,000. July 14,000. June 5,500. So if you see, this is really abnormal, right? How it can be said that 8077 crore is bought? You see there, if you see this data, gross purchase minus gross sales. This is not the data created by me. This is available on Money Control. So what we are seeing is gross purchase minus gross sale. That number is pretty big for all of us to kind of little bit worried, because if they purchased so many options, a, whether it was done because they were also expecting that okay, something really volatile will happen in the market today. B, are they up to something tomorrow? I really do not know. But yes, this number is big. This number is abnormal. I want to draw your attention only towards this fact that okay, this number definitely is abnormal. I have compared it with monthly numbers, but if you click on this, although this will not work here, if you click on December and you will find whole all the days of December, you will never find anything touching 8,100 crores. November, October, September, no. Only I found that okay, one day on 29th of April, there was a selling of options of 99,000 crores, which was big, but maybe it was the last day of expiry or something like that. But I couldn't correlate that okay, if this is the number, what they are up to. And I just try to calculate also, although I'm not having this calculation right now. If you see, if they have purchased options worth 8,100 crores. Now, this is something I would like all of you to write in the comment section. So, where is this buying happening? we need to really find out. I've gone through all the expiries. I've gone through 7th expiry, 14th expiry, 21st expiry, 28th expiry. I've gone to month end expiries also, not only for Feb, March as well as December. I couldn't find very big numbers. If you see only here, these are the numbers, right? So these are the numbers where most of the buying has happened. If you see on change in open interest, this is the net buying, and even if I multiply with average of these prices, that doesn't sum up to such a big number, right? After that, if anything, any buying is done, that is useless, because hardly one rupee, so it will not amount to any big number. And on put side, what we have seen, there is hardly any buying. There's hardly any buying. It's all selling only. So maybe I do not know whether they are up to something, some trick, or maybe this buying is motivated by bringing the markets up tomorrow. Maybe today's buying was basically to hedge some of their positions. I really do not know, but the number is really abnormal. So this can be a real learning scenario also, in case tomorrow also markets remain very range bound. Then we can in future sort of ignore this number. But uh, something in me is feeling that okay, you cannot just ignore this number. This is a very big number. And so Mr. Sudeep Sarkar says seems to be big put buying, but where has that buying happened, right? You That buying must be visible in change in open interest. That is not happening. I really do not see any big buying now. Whether they have scared off lot of positions, and that is why that buying is there on put side, yes, lot of negative open interest is there. Whether that means that okay, these puts were sold and now today they have purchased all these puts, and they have purchased some calls also, I really do not know. But there are no further data available that okay, whether they are monthly calls or monthly puts, they are index option. This is the only data available that okay, for today, if you see it, 6th January, FI's index options. Index options means it might include Nifty and Bank Nifty, or Bank Nifty volumes are too low to be given much of a significance. But index basically is Nifty only. In that 8077, there is huge amount of purchase, there is huge amount of sale also. So let's see, this is open for anybody's interpretation. In case market tomorrow becomes very volatile without any news, I'm assuming that okay, there is no news tomorrow, and without any news, if market becomes very volatile tomorrow, definitely FIs will have a big hand in that. But in case market remains stable, then we will see. I'll further analyze this data for some previous months also. Whenever market has been volatile, if it is planned by FIs, you see, if I am at FI and I have that capacity to move markets up and down, definitely I will buy huge number of cheap options, right? That is one way of making profits. So some thought process must go in this. That's Mr. Mahendra Chaudhary is saying, have they bought monthly options? So that clarity is not there, Mr. Chaudhary. It can be weekly, it can be monthly, it can be a total data. Mr. Rao is saying, is that data only for 7th? No, that is not. That information is still not available, Mr. Rao. Mr. Vivek says that's hedging of portfolio. So have they purchased puts? So where is that buying reflected? Nowhere I am able to see any buying on put side. I am seeing unwinding, which is there, right? But does that mean they have removed a lot of sold puts and then they have purchased all these puts? Because on put side, yes, definitely a lot of negative change in open interest is there, which means a lot of unwinding has happened. But any positive things are created? No. So if a lot of put positions are closed, are they looking to bring the markets down? But see, if a lot of call positions are created, this is the maximum number I am seeing in last so many expiries. This is a big number. So does that mean that okay, they are up to bringing the market really up to 14,250, 300 levels? That would not be a surprise. So based on this these numbers, I would say tomorrow's expiry, we should be pretty much careful. It can really go up and down based on whatever numbers we are saying, right? They have scared of put. If that's the thing, Mr. AB, then that's really good. But I'm leaving it for your interpretation, and all of you, please write in the comment section that okay, what do you think of this, and how this will pan out tomorrow morning. We need to see. By hedging of portfolio, they could be looking at letting the market fall to 13,500, 13,600. Anybody's guess, Mr. Vivek Chandra. Index may also include Bank Nifty. Yes, it may include Bank Nifty also. There is no further breakup of this data available anywhere, right? So what Mr. JP is saying, FI bought 468 sold, yeah. So that is 8077 crores of buying in options. That is highly abnormal. I'll say not regular stuff. It's highly abnormal. You can analyze this data for last whatever months, and if you find any point wherein you find that okay, there is a option buying of more than 5,000 crores, please write it in the comment section. I will just analyze that data. Suppose you find that okay, on 20th of March there was 6,000 crore option buying. I will definitely go back and see what happened to the markets on 21st of March or 20th of March, whether it was really volatile, whether market has gone up 300 400 points up and down, because that will be an interesting analysis for us also in future to note that okay, if FIs have really done some buying, so they are up to something, and markets can make big moves. So this is the only point which I want to tell, that okay, there can be some big bullish or bearish, I don't know, the way all of you are suggesting what is happening on Dow Jones, what is happening on the news front, what is happening on the SGX. All of you are definitely suggesting a bullish move. Data is showing this, lot of calls are purchased, and let's see what happens. So be very careful. Tomorrow may not be a good day to do a lot of experimental trades. So better keep positions tight. Markets can go volatile here and there, right? FI's net long contracts in F&O is this, and short is this, end of day today. So what does this mean? This means how much of buying, whether that buying is normal or abnormal, Mr. Vipin, we have to see that. This is ready-made data available on this site is I think moneycontrol.com, and there you can see this. Generally, this is pretty close to being accurate even after the SEBI data comes, right? So this is something which we need to think, and if you find something else, even during even till 12 o'clock tonight, please write it, and we will definitely check whether there is something. So that will give us a platform for future also, that whenever we are finding this kind of abnormal data, what kind of movement will happen. So we will be very closely watching what happens in the markets tomorrow, right? So if you want to participate in live chat, you can become our gold member. Want to connect to us, you can become our diamond member. Want to see some of our trades and adjustments, smart edge members, and want to get a very good benefit in our strategy workshops, you can become a super smart edge member with some reasoning also given for the trades. Want to join, you can click on this join button, or there's a link given in the description also. What complaint we are getting from a lot of you, that you are not able to upgrade your membership. We have written to YouTube. So far, we have not received any reply from them, that and they have not admitted that there is any issue. So if you're finding it difficult to upgrade your membership or to become super smart hedge member, you can become super smart hedge member by directly making payment to our bank account. But this option is available only for 3 months and 6 months. Then you will not be able to see the community section, super smart edge, but we are sharing a worksheet with you, which is totally in align with whatever kind of trades we are discussing on community, right? This option is available for 3 months and 6 months, and 2 days workshop coming Saturday and Sunday. Only change is we will be covering very little basics, and we will be straight away starting with some questions to judge the understanding. Based on that, we'll pick up the threads from there, followed by Greeks, some case studies we will be doing, and then we will be starting with some strategies and their back testing right on the first day. Second day, again, we will be trying to cover all the strategies as comprehensively as possible. Today also we had prepared a video where we wanted to show that okay, what will happen to a trade which was created in December thinking that markets will fall, because December also markets have gone up, October, November. So any logical trader will think that okay, now market will go down. So if I have created a bearish trade but markets ended up being very bullish as we have seen in December, can I get out of those trades? So what are those kind of trades in which even if my directional analysis totally goes haywire, can I get out of those trades? Not all the trades this is possible, obviously. So but some of the trades definitely it's possible. So we would create that video hopefully tomorrow, or if we are not doing it tomorrow for all of you, we may be releasing that video for only super smart edge members, right? Similarly, now markets are bullish. So if I create a bullish trade and after that market turns turtle, market starts becoming bearish, so which are those trades, even if market from here turns bearish, can I protect my trade? So that is something which we need to see. So iron condor and z lizard is on 16th of January. It will be from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. All the super smart edge members definitely will enjoy 40% discount in iron condor and lizard workshop. Follow us on Twitter. We have again become slightly active on it, although we are very lazy people and very slow on Twitter. And if you want to have any other information on all these webinars, you can contact us on these numbers. You can write to us at info@theoptionschool.in. Also, do like our videos. That really pushes us to come every day, even if we find it very difficult to find new topics every day to discuss. But it's really worth coming and discussing certain things openly with all of you. That really makes my day. So I'm always looking forward that yes, I should come. But yes, your likes are really encouraging, and that gives us a feeling that okay, whatever we are doing is liked by so many people. So let us continue doing that. Share this video to somebody whom you think it will be useful. Write your comments. Write your comments based on whether the data is available on NSE, on money control, on today's video, any feedback, any suggestions. That okay, what do you see? Have we got any previous examples where this kind of high option buying is done by FIs, and what has happened after that? So that will be really uh, a learning experience for us. In any case, tomorrow we will learn. Tomorrow's learning will be at the cost of our trades. But if we otherwise know from the previous data, that learning is the best learning. What Mr. Vivek is saying, very interesting observation. Pradeep ji, it would be great learning experience to see what does this mean. Thanks for this new element to be considered in decision making. Very true, Mr. Vivek. So I am also eagerly waiting what will happen tomorrow. Whether it's just a number, maybe they have scared off a lot of their positions. We really do not know. So if markets are really volatile on both the sides, then we will know that okay, this number is really important. Thanks, sir, for helpful analogy. Thanks, Mr. Geja. And write your comments. Do your own analysis. We still have a lot of time. We have almost 12 hours from market opening, so a lot of things can be still decided and discussed, right? And do subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed, and if you want to see a lot of interesting discussions on options trading. Thanks to all of you. Have a very safe day. Have a great day. In case any of your position gets stuck up, do not forget to roll it over to next week or maybe to next month, and have a profitable day. Thanks to all of you. And again, tomorrow we will see whether this data meant anything or it was just a fear, right? So let us see, let us discuss again, and keep your notes ready. If not today, at least tomorrow we will discuss it. Thanks. See you all tomorrow again, same time. Thank you. Good night.